Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim and welcome to my channel. You know, getting into fish keeping as an adult isn't quite the same as when you want to get your first aquarium as a youngster. And this is a look at realistically what it's going to take to get you your first tank. So please stay tuned. The hobby of fish keeping is a wonderful way to not only witness a whole new world, but to help create this world how you envision it. You will discover the wonders of life underwater. Your first aquarium will hold a very special place in your heart. It will be a beautiful addition to any room. It will be fascinating watching and learning about the underwater world that's in your care. It will entertain you, teach you, and provide you hours of relaxation and appreciation for another world. So let's begin by looking at what you will need to set up your very first aquarium. The very first element you must consider is how much you want to spend on this endeavor. Until you are sure fish keeping is something you are ready to put your time into and are able to commit to, it's best to begin small. Now, having said that, I have never met anyone who wasn't hooked with their first tank. Still, it's an expensive hobby, so baby steps is a good idea, especially if you are a youngster yourself. Being realistic, you will not be able to start your first aquarium with everything it requires for less than $150 to $200. So even to begin small, it may take time to save up the money that you'll need to begin. Once you have your budget figured out, you can consider tank size. Now, tanks come in varying sizes from tiny to enormous. As a beginner, I would suggest a 20-gallon aquarium. I realize there are smaller tanks you can start with, but in my experience, smaller tanks are often more difficult to maintain as a beginner. In small aquariums, temperatures change and water chemistry changes occur quickly. Where a 20-gallon is slightly more forgiving, choosing a 20-gallon also gives you a few more options in stocking. I figure a $200 budget to set up a beautiful 20-gallon aquarium, you should be able to do that no problem. You can make a list of the essentials you will need to purchase each item separately, or you can go with a 20-gallon aquarium kit for your first aquarium. An aquarium kit for a 20-gallon would usually run around $150. The kits are designed with beginners in mind. The tank, the hood with lights, filter with cartridge, heater, these being the most expensive components, are all included. Also included in the kit you will find water conditioner, a thermometer, a net, and sometimes even fish food to get you started. They will also include a guide to help you get things set up and ready for your first fish. Other items that you will need are substrate for the bottom, small stones, gravel or sand, decor, and some artificial plants. Well, these items must be decided on after you have chosen the fish you're interested in. You are going to, again, do some homework and find out what the fish you're interested in require as their habitat. Some prefer sand or gravel, some like rocks and caves to hide in. All of these things are an important part of mimicking their natural habitat to provide exactly what they need to be happy and feel at home. Other items that you will eventually need, you'll probably be able to find at home, like a clean pail, scrubbies, towels, all the things that you will need for cleaning your aquarium and doing water changes. Finally, you need a suitable place to display your aquarium. You must keep in mind an average 20-gallon aquarium weighs no less than 200 pounds and up. Choosing a suitable site, weight is an important consideration. You do not want to place your aquarium in front of a window. Sunshine can affect the temperature and also enhance algae growth. Both you want to avoid. It's best to set your aquarium on an inside wall of the house. There will be the least temperature fluctuations away from direct light that can influence the water temperature, and outside walls that may be colder during winter months. You must also consider a place that is easy access for cleaning and water changes, and somewhere that won't suffer if you happen to get some water spillage on occasion. Trust me, that happens often enough. So after unpacking your new kit, it's vital to give every item a good rinse. Use nothing but clean, warm water, and that should do the trick. Do not use any kind of soap or detergent, as residue may remain and contaminate your new tank with chemicals that may harm your fish. Once everything is clean, you can begin setting up your aquarium. Begin by adding your substrate that you have given a good rinse to. Then you can slowly begin filling your aquarium with room temperature water that has been treated with a water conditioner such as Seacom Safe or Seacom Prime. At the midway point, you can add your decor and plants. Use your imagination, but keep in mind you should provide an open area for swimming and some cover, giving your fish a place to hide if they'd like. Placing larger plants in the back with smaller plants in the front will give you a good view of your fish wherever they like to swim. Now that your tank is set up and ready, you will be anxious to get some fish. This is a natural step, but this is where patience is needed. Your aquarium is a living ecosystem under your care, and you need to give it time to establish a balance. It's important for your tank to have healthy bacteria growing before adding fish. I suggest you purchase a bottle of Nutrifin Cycle. This is liquid bacteria that you can add to your aquarium to promote the growth of healthy bacteria and establishing a balance in your aquarium. This is very important. Follow the instructions on the bottle. It is a simple way to get your first aquarium going without too much waiting. Allow your aquarium to run for a good 2 weeks without any fish, just letting the water cycle and the bacteria establish itself. This is the hardest part of setting up a new tank for any fish keeper, a newbie or a well-seasoned fish keeper. The waiting. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. You know, if you really, really want to get into fish keeping, there are lots of ways you can save your money. You can ask for fishing stuff for your birthdays and Christmas, or money towards that. Or you can do odd jobs at home or for neighbors and build up that money so that you can finally go out and get your first fish tank. If there's a will, there's a way. So I know you can do it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.